Then tell me the cave story, Joey said. Again? Not now, Joey. Please. Justin sighed, took Plato's Republic from the little bookshelf, opened it to the cave myth, and abridged it as follows in the dramatic voice Joey loved. Behold, human beings lived in an underground cave. Here they have been from childhood, with their legs and necks chained so they can only see in front of them. Far behind them, a fire blazes, and they see only their own shadows or each other's shadows, which the fire throws on the cave wall in front of them. To these prisoners, life is nothing but the shadows of the images. With their necks chained, they can't even turn to see themselves or each other. And when any prisoner is freed, he leaves the cave, and outside, his eye turns to a greater reality. But he must grow accustomed to the sun's light, to the sight of the upper world. And when his eyes see that greater world, he remembers his old home in the cave, pities his fellow prisoners, and says, better to endure anything than to think and live as they do. This is the upward journey of the soul. Joey applauded, but the truth here was that having thrilled his brother for years with stories of other worlds and life outside the cave, Justin no longer believed in such things. After the murder, terms like cave dweller became more rhetorical weapons used to ridicule and dismiss antagonists. There was no other world, nothing beyond the dark cave of this world. Joey said, you got kicked out of school. What are you talking about? Come on, everybody knows. It's no big deal, Justin said. I can go back if I write a stupid letter to the stupid superintendent, but I'm tired of Davis. I may just leave. Joey turned white, grabbed Justin's arm as if to physically restrain him, and begged, don't leave. Okay, I'm not leaving. I was just saying that. Now get ready for soccer practice. Steve's mom is picking you up. Despite his depression, Joey tried to follow his brother by playing sports. Coaches allowed him on the team, though he rarely played in games. Today, however, Joey had no interest in sports. I want to stay for your birthday, he told Justin. Can we have a party, please? I don't want a party. You think I would invite anyone to this dump? Besides, I already have my own party at school. Now get ready. We're not trailer trash, are we? What did you say, Joey? One of the kids said I was trailer trash. Teach me to fight so I can make him eat his words. Forget it. Just get ready. Have a party with me, just me and Mom. Joey, enough, please. Joey soon left, and minutes later, Justin heard his mother's old car limp and wheeze into the dirt driveway. She walked in with a cake box in one arm and a wrapped gift in the other. I got some things for your birthday, she said with a smile. Justin knew the indignities and physical hardships she endured at work to buy these things, not to speak of the humiliation dealt to her by those who had always envied her education and wealth. It was these people who hired her to clean their houses or watch their children for no other purpose than to demean a lady who had once stood so far above them. This, above all, disturbed him greatly. He could not tolerate that she did it for him, though he knew it was an act of love. And the very idea of celebrating at a time like this aggravated him beyond his endurance. I told you, he said, no party. Right, no party. It's just us. When Joey comes back, the three of us will do nothing. Don't you ever listen to what I say? He shouted. He hated himself as he spoke, but he couldn't stop. Look, his voice rose with agitation. I don't want a cake, and I don't want a gift. I know you mean well, but I don't want to be here on this planet. I'm messed up. I'm just a freak out of a psychology book. Justin, that's not true at all, and don't shout at me, his mother said. It is true, he shouted, and take back the cake and the gift. His mother placed both items on the table, went to her room, slammed the door, and began to cry. This was bad. She never cried. A sound startled him. He turned. Oh, God. Joey stood there staring in disbelief. Justin never shouted at his mother in front of Joey. What are you doing here? Justin asked, sick with guilt. Joey spoke in a suffering voice. Coach is sick. There's no practice. What did you hear just now? Everything. He ran to his room and slammed the door. Justin knocked, but Joey told him to go away. Justin said, All right, don't talk to me. Maybe I will go away and you'll never see me again. The lock turned and the door cracked open. Don't go. Justin entered the room. Joey cried out in fear. Are you leaving? Seeing Joey's little body tremble and the tears gliding down his freckled cheeks, Justin rushed to him, picked him up in his arms, and held him tight, saying, No, I'm not leaving. I'm going to the falls. Look, I love you, and I'm never going to leave you, but I need a little time to think. I'll be back late. Just do your homework or something. Don't wait up. Justin placed him gently down, but seeing that Joey still breathed heavily, Justin said, Joey, I said I'm coming back, okay? Joey nodded. Okay. Justin had long ago made clear to his family that when he went to the falls, he needed to be alone. He walked past his mother's door, intending to leave, but her phone rang and he stopped to listen. She said, Hello? Oh, hello, Dr. Olson. How are you? What? Justin suspended? But why? Justin ran out the door. He ran for miles till he reached Blackwater Falls. His heart ached. He hurled stones into the seething waters, tried with the usual futility to think of a plan to save the Davis family, remembered his father, and wept bitterly. Justin went home by starlight. He wore daggers on his belt, daring the bears and wildcats lurking in the dense, dark woods. He reached the trailer and waited outside in the cold till the lights went off. He was in no mood to explain anything to anyone. In the small, shabby space his mother called a living room, he found the untasted cake with 15 unlit candles set on his mother's best platter. A neatly wrapped gift with fine ribbon and bow lay neglected and expectant. No gift could help him, but he took it in his hands. Obviously, a book. Probably a self-help book, full of the same canned wisdom found in greeting cards and newspaper astrology. Still, it came from the only people in the world who truly loved him. He slid off the ribbon and removed the wrapping paper without tearing it. It was a book. A strange book. The first Avatar. I don't need this, he thought. I already saw the Avatar movie, and this book doesn't even spell the word right. They put an A at the end. Avatara. His mother had tried many times to take him to the bookstore in Elkins, or to let her read to him from the books he used to like. And now this. How could she think that books like this could still interest him? He looked down at it.